Lesson 2, Part 1A, regular future middle indicative. The future middle indicative is also formed on the second stem. It uses primary B endings, which are the ones that are used for the present middle passive indicative. Remember, B endings are for middles and passives. A endings are for actives. One important thing to know, though, is this. The future passive indicative is not the same as the future middle indicative. Those are going to be two separate forms. And the future passive indicative is actually going to be formed on the sixth stem, not the second. So it's very weird. We'll get there when we get there. But for now, just know they are not the same. We'll learn the future passive indicative later. So here is the future middle indicative. We have blepsamai, blepse, blepsitai, blepsametha, blepseste, blepsantai. Only difference between this and the present middle passive indicative is that psi, which is a blending of a P and a sigma. So I will see for myself, you will see for yourself, he will see for himself, we will see for ourselves, ye will see for yourselves, they will see for themselves. Don't need to also give a passive meaning when you're parsing these because this is not the same form you will see when these are in the passive. These are just the middles. The liquid futures are pretty simple in the future middle indicative. You see an U or an A in all of the places except for this one right here, which is going to be identical. So the only difference we've got between this and the present middle passive indicative is that lambda that's dropped out. So balumen, bale, balete, balumetha, baleste, baluntai. So lots of A's and U's in there. Note how at the beginning of the stem, anything that was an epsilon became A, anything that was an omicron became U. So a little bit easier than the future active indicative liquids. Summary, future middle indicative equals second stem plus omicron epsilon theme vowel plus primary B endings. And the future passive indicative is not the same form as the future middle indicative.